All right, we're all ready.
Is that at the one I'm thinking of?
Orchard's Tap.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Plus, you might get to sing a little bit or something.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you might get to bounce some people out of there.
We might get to do that too.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
almost did that at the tow company today, so, you know.
All right. So the last time we played, um, you guys followed Olhas and kind of got to look into this demi-plane that Aradel was originally in. And most of like there wasn't a whole lot interesting there. Like as he had told you before, there was another group of adventurers that were in there that basically looted the place. But you did look around a bit, and you got to see some interesting things there. Um, Most of you guys, what you didn't see, but was spotted by Shazra's sword, which I don't think he told anyone that that's how. I can't remember if he told you guys that his sword told him this, but
I didn't tell you
I
guys
think
that
he
the
just said
sword
he had a
told me this,
hunch
but
about
I
it.
I gave you guys the details of what the sword told me.
So basically, he detected like a tether, um, like a kind of an ethereal tether almost, um, that was stretching out of the like it basically it was stretching out from this pedestal that had an explosion around it. Um, which I think you guys did some like knowledge arcana checks, and you guys kind of determined that that might have been, and based off like other stuff that Olhas had told you, that this was probably where a lich's phylactery was that had basically self-destructed in the process of creating a demi lich. But the tether, you guys couldn't really figure out like what the deal was with that. You couldn't really explain it. Um, None of you guys actually saw it specifically, but Olhas also confirmed that it was there because he was able to cast see invisibility. So you basically have two NPCs that have told you they've seen it. Um, but you guys didn't have any way to really investigate further on that. So you continued on to investigate one other thing, which was there were some other portals within besides the one you guys went through. And you guys looked through one of them, which was it led to basically like another like demi plane kind of like next to it in a way, or possibly part of the same demi plane, but like disconnected otherwise. But anyway, you guys went in there, and it led kind of to this forge. Well, first it led to like a hallway that had a bunch of other portals in it, but the one of the ones you went through led to a forge, and you found a couple of fire methods and a Azur who claimed that he was working there for an Ifrit, and he claimed that
We
like
evicted him.
yeah,
Yeah.
you basically forcibly. I can't remember if you guys actually completely kicked him out, or if you just like knocked him unconscious and took all of his stuff and just left him there. I think that's kind of how it ended up going.
I don't know if we
Or
left him
no, no,
because we
you
intended
guys
on
killed him.
taking over this place. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys killed him actually
Yeah.
because he was unwilling to like surrender basically. His honor dictated he wouldn't. He was very as a you guys kind of knew from the knowledge planes that Azers live in like very caste based societies, so
So
like
death might have been better.
yeah, that's the way he saw it. You're still
Yeah.
level 3. We didn't level up last session, so I think your XP should be up to date.
Well,
Um
I put that in there so it wouldn't interrupt your monologue.
Instead
It's gonna interrupt anyways.
it zoomed everyone's camera over to their
Yeah,
character.
It's
I've
true.
turned that off like 5 times now.
It might be
I just
each of
fell
us
over.
has to turn it
We
off.
might have
I
to
don't
do it
know.
on ourselves, yeah.
I don't mind. I think it's funny.
Fantasy Grounds kind of does that too, but I turned it off.
Well, the fact that it keeps turning itself back on is frustrating. It's not that it's everyone needs to turn it off, it's that it doesn't stay off
Oh,
when you change the
mine
settings.
doesn't zoom, so I don't know what setting I changed.
Hmm. Okay. So it's possible to do it apparently. It could
Pan
be
to
that it's
okay, so it's config game settings, configure settings, pan to token speaker on the core
Correct.
settings. I'm keeping
Are
it
you
on. I like
clearing
it.
your cookies browser cache?
Or if you're using like incognito.
maybe?
No, I haven't done that in a while.
I don't know.
Anyway, so yeah, you guys basically evicted its tenant, and by that I mean you killed him. And but yeah, he told you that basically he didn't know like too many details. He just knew he worked for an Afridi, like forge master who, and that it was like it was supposedly an old contract, but they had just came back to the place. Like he hadn't been there very long. Said maybe a couple weeks. And you did get a magic forge hammer that also doubles as a war hammer, but I don't think anybody is particularly like wanting to use it as a weapon. So right now it does have a ability to cast resist energy on its user.
Yeah, that's good.
Um, it's a low caster level, but you know it's somewhat useful for that, and then it can be used as masterwork tools for any sort of like weapons and armor crafting or blacksmithing. Um, and I think Malice took that because he actually does have like those crafting skills. But yeah, so you guys took care of that. You guys went back and you're like, well, I guess we're gonna head back. And Olhas is coming with you. He wants to talk to Casimir about setting up some sort of like uh arrangement of some like yeah, like trade deal or exchanging of information or something like that because yeah, he as he told you like 2 sessions ago, he was explaining basically that they'd been in that demi plane and have no contacts in the outside world and frankly don't know how to live in the outside world. So that's kind of where we're left off. So you guys are heading back to Snakeblade, and by the time you guys get back, it's basically like the sun's setting. It's evening right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because you guys had to walk quite a ways to get there, and then walk quite a ways back. Plus, spent a lot of time there. Um, and what do you do? Do you lead him straight to Casimir's manor?
I think so.
Sure, I think so. I think that was my plan at least.
Okay.
I said we'd go there and then maybe you'd get offered dinner or something.
Mm.
Yeah. So when you guys get there, the guards at like his manor's gate, like recognize you and let you guys in. Um, and one of them goes and gives a message to Casimir that you guys have returned. And
Okay.
he comes out to um, greet you himself, and um, he knew you guys were going, to investigate this lead because he had talked to you like just yesterday. So he notices, someone with you. He says, "What news do you have for me?"
All right. Well, we got some news. We've got to tell him that he didn't know that the place that we were going to had a lich in it, right?
No, I don't think he did.
Okay, so we tell him that Aradel had become a lich.
I don't think you'd. I don't remember if you guys had mentioned Aradel to him or not. I know you guys told Gonkul about it, but I don't know if he knew about. So he probably would ask like who's Aradel.
He's one of these co-conspirators, basically, with this dragon Pedriarch. Seems like they were all working together for the express purpose of creating like weapons and stuff.
Yeah, and says that's troubling news if a dragon and a lich are working together.
True.
Well, Olhas told us that some other adventurers came and dealt with him. The lich.
Well, that's good, I think. I wish I could speak with these adventurers that dealt with him, though. Is this Olhas over here, I presume?
Yeah, I point to him.
And, yeah, Olhas casts tongues again because it probably is worn off by now. And, yeah, he says, like, I'm Olhas. And I come from outside this world where we've lived for life for generations. And he kind of explains his whole spiel again to Casimir this time about how they were his ancestors basically were originally followers of Aradale, but not to worry, we don't anymore, or at least most of us don't. And Casimir, as you might predict, says, "Well, let's find a better place to talk about this, perhaps over dinner," and invites you guys out to dinner again.
Sure.
So yeah, he leads you guys into his manor and back kind
Yay.
of into the same spot you guys were at before. And
We're discovering so much important news, and I'm gonna have to start exercising more regularly because sharing important information always comes with eating.
yeah, it's
I like it.
it's a tradition in Snakeblade since its founding days 4 years ago.
Is Snakebait residents fat?
I don't think so. I don't think anyone shared this much news.
They don't share that
Wow.
much news, huh?
Yeah, there's normally not a whole lot of news going around in Snakeblade.
Oh, there's Grim.
Oh, Grim's back.
Yeah, all I had to do was poke him.
You're not
Yeah.
you haven't missed a whole lot.
Unfortunately, this session just got more grim.
I honestly thought it was next week for some reason in my head. So I was like, oh crap.
Check the calendar channel.
Yeah, well, it's more of my weeks go by too fast. So it's like, I
Yeah,
was like, we just had the session last week.
I've done the same thing, and I'm the one running the game, so
Yeah.
I've had that happen where everyone showed up.
I
And
was just
I
like,
didn't show up.
because I knew it was Thursday, and I was just like, no, we had it last week, didn't we? And then I should have just checked then when I thought that, just to make sure. But I'll
Yeah.
be
No worries. I'm glad you're here now.
all right.
You didn't miss much. We just brought Ohas to Casimir Manor. We just got back to
Oh, okay.
Snakeblade.
Yeah, and the
Nice.
recap, but hopefully you don't need it. You were there last
No,
session.
I
So.
don't. Yeah, I'm good.
He doesn't have a memory like
remember.
mine.
The memory of Zidorium the goldfish.
I am so bad at
A
memorizing or
rabbit
remembering.
memory. Goldfish, contrary to belief, actually have good memory. They disproved it. They did tests. Scientists proved it. Yeah, they have like pretty decent
I don't know
memories.
if I trust. Were these scientists goldfish themselves?
It's possible, but I don't think fish can write papers. So unless they dictated and somebody wrote it for them,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, they just use ink and gill.
Side
shit.
note on that, I heard I remember there was a Onion video about they did about chimpanzees being taught to do studies. And they were like,
No
oh, yeah,
way.
the chimpanzee. It was the Onions, so
Oh,
it was obviously it was
okay.
satire. But yeah, they're like, yeah, these chimps now they're able to fill out reports and like it was pretty funny.
I mean, they could
I do enjoy
for
the
us.
Onion.
It just wouldn't be correct, but
Anyway, so yeah, you guys get a marvelous feast again out of prepared by Casimir's personal chef.
Yay!
And yeah, so he recounts Olhas kind of recounts Casimir again with like the story about how he first met the other group of adventurers that came in and had basically how he ended up helping them to cast the cleansing rituals needed to stop the demi-lich from arising again. with help from like their priest,
Raziel.
Raziel.
I think you mentioned the
And-
name.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, and he kind of explains as well about like when they fled in there many millennia ago, the reasoning, so goes our history, was that we believed that the gods were going to bring about the end of the world, um, and supposedly it was, uh, we were supposed to be there and hide in safety um, the while Aradel and Pedriarch were to assault the world of the gods and fight them in a final showdown. But it seems that never happened. And
The showdown
Aradel,
never happened.
I assume it didn't, but perhaps it happened and they survived somehow.
Maybe somewhere else, like a different plane, demi-plane.
Maybe. Whatever the case was, Aradel, I believe, must have something happened to him because he became a demi-lich and was apparently had been wasting away at the top of his sanctum. We knew something dark was there and had never really ventured much into it. Of course, people would occasionally go in there but never return, um, for many lifetimes. But when I was young, someone had tried it and never returned. But ever since Aradel's, or what remained of him, the undead creature that he became, was dealt with, we'd been free to return to this world. But we still don't know much about it. We've been gone from it for so long. Uh, I'm only able to communicate with you now, of course, through the use of magic, but none none that I of the others that I live with would probably be able to do this. Um, and don't speak the language. I've learned a little bit of it. Some of them have been trying to study with some materials that we got uh, from the other adventuring party to try to learn the tongue, Taldan. But yes, I'm hoping though that we didn't know that there was anyone on this island. We'd been told from one of them that there was no one on this island. And
Nobody was on this island.
Caspier laughs. He's like, "Yes, we were told the same thing, or at least the magics that my friend who helped me found this village told me."
Hmm.
Well, nobody was on this island, but there were portals, I guess.
Yes, I suppose that wasn't something we were looking for exactly. We did know that there were some ruins on this island, but we didn't detect that there, with any of our divination, that there was anyone living on it at the time.
Yeah.
Maybe someone sensed that you're doing divinations and they hid
Wouldn't it be funny
themselves.
if the same person told both of them that no one was on this island?
Like a
Well, that
trap.
wasn't the case because the one who told Olhas was, I don't remember who exactly told him, but it was one of like Brugar, Raziel, Alcé, Savath, like one of those guys. Um, and I'm pretty sure that
Brugar lied to us.
I'm pretty sure they heard it from Amber from making like a knowledge geography check or something like that to like know what island this was, and was pretty sure that this was so remote that there most likely wasn't anyone on the island. But it turns out there was. Just it was so new that you would have no they would have that other party would have had no way of knowing this was here because at that time it had only been founded a few years ago.
Public knowledge wasn't updated.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. It's like I
But
read this geology map book, and it says it's uninhabited, but the book was printed 5 years ago.
Yeah. But yeah, Olhas explains he's like, we don't know how to construct buildings. We've just reused what we've always had. There wasn't room to build much. We would repair stuff that broke a little bit, but um, we don't know how to grow or hunt for our own food. We've just been trying to relearn that. I've had some people out and about, um, which is sort of how you found us originally. One of the people in my village, my niece, in fact, is one of the people that we had allowed outside to explore and try to learn of the outside world.
Oh,
But
well, it's okay to eat bugs if you haven't tried those yet.
um, yeah, we have tried them.
Yeah.
But now that we've found that there are others on here, then I'm hoping that this might be an opportunity for us to have a better way to learn. Although I don't know what we can offer in return.
I mean, there's always manual labor. You can't take that for granted.
Yeah, and Casimir kind of like he smiles and says, we're not going to be looking for anything. I originally founded this for just this sort of thing for people outcasts of the worlds to have a place to come to and start over. This seems like the perfect place for your people to move to. In fact, I insist that they should come and learn about the outside world here. What better place? And I'm sure once they're here, they'll be able to contribute to the community in time.
True.
Um, but Olhas is like he's like, well, I am worried about one other thing. I mentioned how most of us do not follow the old ways, but I think there are some that still cling to it and still hold sentiments against the divine, which um, that I was told that most of you out in the outside world do still revere the divine.
Nah.
Are they aggressive towards people that still
Well,
worship, or are they just don't believe?
they've never ran into people that don't. I'm not sure how they'll react.
React?
That's what I'm worried about. So far, I've been very careful about who I've allowed to leave into the outside world. Uh, I'm sure. I mean, more and more people there know about it, and more will. But some still insist that it's that I'm lying or something. That they still believe, as I said, that the world out here has been destroyed or lies desolate.
Take a photo. Oh, wait. Share memory. Go witness it and then share your memory.
I could do
Witness
something like that.
me.
There are magics that could do something like that, I suppose. And then Casimir, he kind of looks thoughtful for a little while. He says, in a way, they're not wrong entirely. There was a great calamity that happened here a long time ago, and perhaps in some way they were right. I don't think it was brought on by the gods, by my understanding, but there was something. There was what is called the Age of Darkness that destroyed the Aslanti Empire.
Yep. I mean, anybody who's read a book knows that.
Olhas is like, I have never heard of that, but
Well, anybody who's read a book on this plane of existence.
Mm.
that's fair. I have not read books in this plane of existence. But yeah, Casimir says, "Well, I think that you should let them all in here, and we'll sort it out once they're here. It might be rough at first, but I think it'll be worth it in the end. But they are your people as well, so ultimately it's up to you to decide. But know that the town of Snakeblade will welcome them, or at the very least, I will. But I do think I speak for most in Snakeblade. And Olhas kind of says, "Well, thank you. I'll keep that in mind." And Casimir as well. He asks like Olhas, like, "Are you? You have you have fairly far to travel, I'm sure. So feel free to stay here for the night." And Olhas accepts him on that. Um, and what about you? What are you going to do? Would you be willing to escort Olhas back uh, tomorrow when he wants
Sure.
to return? Splendid.
Okay.
And yeah, basically finishes out the rest of dinner. And he has one of his servants basically go uh, set up a room for Olhas. And yeah, that's kind of it for this dinner. Unless there's anything you guys would like to bring up, or any questions you'd have for
Mm,
Olhas or Casimir.
I mean, I just tell him, well, backtracking to the whole like adventurers dealt with the lich. They dealt with it as in a limited capacity, as like one might be able to deal with the lich. Um, I have reason to believe that it's still you know out there.
Well, how do you figure? We did that whole ritual to consecrate it. That was supposed to stop it from arising again.
Yeah, something doesn't sit well with me though. We asked Olhas to cast a divination spell to peer into the ethereal plane, and there's this like unnerving tether that is like still connected to something, stretching out farther than we can examine from within the lich's its its tower.
Hmm.
I agree. That has me uneasy as well.
I think that might have been the resting place of its phylactery, and it might be still connected to something.
Yeah, Olhas then says that's true. I saw it as well, and it was, and I can't explain it. And Casper says, if only Gonku were here, but he hasn't returned yet. Perhaps when he's back, though, we can ask him about it.
did
You
we
might
uh
you might ask your uncle though. Perhaps he'd have some insight as well.
did we tell him about the forge and that part of it?
Uh,
We are now.
I guess we are now. Yeah. So you mentioned
Uh,
that to him?
yeah. How there was new residents in the forge that we found.
That is troubling news. You know, I have a bad feeling about that. I think it's perhaps even more important that the people of your village move into here. If there's activity in that, which sounds like it's recent, and that's connected to where you live, it might trouble might spread from it. At least you should be wary. I mean, you said that you dealt with someone that was there, but he served another his own master, right?
He served
Uh,
What'll
someone. He served someone from the Plane of Fire from what was it? The City of Brass.
Mhm.
Summit Freedy.
I worry what might happen when he discovers the your interference, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, those creatures live very long lives. Sometimes they're not, particularly hasty about what they're doing. So I don't know how much time that means we have before they go and check up on the forge again. It seems like you've been waiting a little while there already.
Yeah. We should be careful though. You should I I would more strongly advise Olahas that you get your people away from the potential danger that could arise there. And Olahas says, I'll consider that. Many things to think about tonight and on the walk back tomorrow.
Yay.
Anything else?
I don't think so.
Mm.
Yeah.
I
Nope.
don't think so.
Okay. So you guys can all return back to wherever you're staying the night and can all hit the night's rest button if you haven't done
Nice.
so already.
Good.
Yeah, I do need that.
Woohoo!
All right, somebody want to roll a D100 for me?
Sure.
You
I've
know
had
who
bad
likes
luck
to do
recently,
that?
so no, someone else do it.
Aw.
I've not been good
I
recently.
got a macro for this.
Perfect.
Is that what it is? You only like to roll because you're good at it?
I need to do it when it's like when it feels right.
When the full moon.
Yeah. Got to do it when the stars are in alignment. Okay, so the next morning comes and nothing seems to have happened over the night. Um, if you don't make your way over to Casimir's Manor, at some point somebody comes to your doors basically and is like, "Hey, they're looking for you. Casimir sent me."
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Um, and one way or another, you guys should all end up back at Casimir's Manor. Uh, at some point in the morning. Unless, is there anything anybody does before that, perhaps?
Nope.
Not that I know of. No, I'll just go there. I think I'm staying with Tactic, who I always want to call Tic Tac.
I think in Tactic, I don't even.
You
I
have a
think he's just
house, right?
basically. Does he have a house, or is he
I thought
just
he had a
been?
house because he got like a job or something here, but I could be mistaken.
No, I just sort of pitched a tent, sleeping
Yeah,
outside.
Oh, that's right. No, we're sleeping outside in the
I think
tent. That's
most of
right.
you guys have gotten like your own place to stay, basically.
I just added a roof yesterday. I'm still working on mine.
Yeah,
Mm.
I'm
I
collecting
know.
trash,
I know Shazra's staying at Laszlo's Curios and Antiques.
Yep.
Compared to Sandpoint, this place does not have nearly as much usable trash.
Yeah, give it some time.
Yeah.
I think my guy's still staying at like the inn or whatever. He's still like hasn't really figured out where he's gonna stay. But
Yeah, that's fair. While you're there, you might have heard that the Wanton Ways is going to be leaving port in a couple days.
okay.
Now that they've picked up some cargo from here, they're going to bring back to the mainland. Um, so if you guys want to head back to the mainland, um, there won't be another ship coming out this way for probably several months. So this would be like your last chance.
Mm-hmm. All
But
right.
it'll still be here for a few more days.
Yeah.
And
Alright.
it would be the equivalent of August 3rd today, according to my notes, because I'm trying to keep track of the days.
Are we keeping track of the days?
I mean, I've been keeping track of them in my notes. So
Not
you
sure
guys,
if they're important.
you guys got here in um
Uh-huh.
I think you guys got here like you've only been here a couple weeks, I think, at most. I don't know. I
Yeah, it
don't
hasn't
actually
been
have it in
that
my
long.
I don't have in my notes what day you guys got here for some reason, but
Yeah, I don't think it's been
so
that
maybe I
long.
maybe I wasn't keeping track
I
initially,
mean,
but
we did
at
like
this
a
point I
few
am.
days traveling to the ritual place.
Yeah. I think it's been a little over a week.
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
Yeah.
A week in an adventurer's life is a lifetime in others.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, so Casimir sees you off. He says, hopefully I don't know if I'll see old Haas. I don't know if I'll see you again later today. He says probably not. It'll probably be in a few days, but when you see me again. And yeah, Casimir says, like remember your whole all of you will be welcome in Snakeblade. We will find room for you all.
Yay!
And Olhas says like he gives him his thanks again and says, until we meet again, and you guys are on your way then,
Mm-hmm.
presumably. And yeah, what do you guys do on the way? Anything? Just walking on the way.
Pretty much. I mean, all we're doing is escorting him, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm actually unsure what we're doing after that.
It's a good question.
Weren't we? Well,
Well, I mean, like, we have information, but I'm not sure what we're going to do with it. Because, like, the dragon's somewhere else. If this lich is also, doing stuff, then they're somewhere else. This, Ifriti Lord is probably somewhere else right now. Unless we just want to wait and see if they send more dudes to the forge.
I mean, we do have the other rooms that we could check out. Like, we stopped after the forge. We could go see those other portals and see
I guess so.
what's going on.
Yeah, didn't he tell us some of them were bad though?
Yeah, so one's like underwater,
He
but
said
there's other
one's
ones.
underwater, and he said the other one apparently
yeah, I
goes
put a
to-
sign there too.
Yeah, he said the other one goes to some extra planar location where a bunch of earth genies were, and he got told he probably shouldn't go through there.
Definitely not the water one. No.
He said one of them apparently goes somewhere that's underwater. Beyond that, he doesn't know anything there. They kind of went through, saw that it was underwater, and said, "Screw that. We're not doing anything with that."
Mm-mm.
The last group.
Yeah, bunnies don't like getting wet, no water.
What if I turn you into a fish?
Maybe.
He'd be a herring.
His bunny brain is still freaking out. He's
good
like
one.
being thrown into water as a fish, and his bunny brain's like, yeah! But you don't have a bunny brain. You have a
No, I have a
human
normal.
brain. Are you human?
I have
He's
a
sentient.
humanoid brain, I think.
It's stowed away in a different realm because it's not big enough to fit in the bunny brain. You tap into it to the ether realms or so.
like Animorphs, it's in Z space.
Yeah.
Holy cow! I haven't thought about that in forever.
Who else knows enough about Animorph
No.
lore to know about Z space?
Nope.
I didn't.
Yeah, I think a lot of people even that know about Animorphs don't know about Z space. That's like a deep dive into Animorphs lore. There was anytime they morph into something that's small, that's where their excess mass goes, is into Z space. Also, in Animorphs, Z space is what's used for like faster than light travel. And there's this whole thing they talk about, like it's theoretical somebody could that's going faster than light could hit your excess mass in Z space and like kill you basically. But like
Oh,
that'll
dang.
never happen, and I don't think it ever did happen. But yeah, but it's one of those things that I thought might happen because they talked about it potentially happening.
And if it's talked about, it has a possibility.
Yeah. Why did they mention that? I guess it was just for world building, but
Yeah.
So if the writers felt like to expand on it, they could.
and I guess in theory, when you turn into something bigger than you normally were, you pull matter from Z space. But yeah, that was their workaround for thermodynamics, basically. Anyway, how about everybody roll me a perception as you are moving along?
Ooh.
Okay.
I wish perception was on the main page. Why is it not?
So it's
Oh,
on
it
the
is.
tab.
It's on quick skills. I see it. Okay.
24.
Seems about right. I'm not paying
26.
attention at all. I don't know what I'm paying attention to, but it's not that. Chekhov's gun.
Yeah, that's the idea of something being if the idea of Chekhov's gun is if you see a gun like sitting on a counter in a scene in a movie, for example, then obviously that gun's gonna have to play a part in the plot somehow, right? Like they're not just gonna put a gun on someone's end table and not use it.
Yeah.
Okay, while you guys are traveling, you spot something you've seen before. You see these kind of flaming rock elementals, basically the magma elementals that you encountered before. Like you see some
No.
more of them, and it looks like they're kind of um, like going to try to come out, but you guys spot them, even though as you rolled low enough, you guys are far enough away they get pointed out. So I'm gonna pull you guys to another map here in a minute.
Yay.
What? Didn't drop everyone in. Oh, I don't like this. Why is it? Oh,
Oh.
that's dumb. Okay, so when I tried to drag and drop, normally if I drag and drop the PC's folder, it puts everyone on the map together. Oh, okay, it's my own fault. Okay, there we go. I didn't realize that I had on the drop down menu stack for dropping you guys all, so it stacked you guys all in one square, and I'm like, why did it do that? It should know. It should know I don't want to do that, but it was my own fault. All right.
Hey, you
Like,
never know. Maybe we were traveling with the human pyramid.
you guys are all just riding on each other,
Yeah. I mean, we almost could.
on each other's shoulders with like a giant trench coat. We're gonna disguise ourselves as a cloud giant. No one will mess with us.
A really skinny cloud giant.
Cloud giants are pretty skinny anyway, I think. Well, not necessarily, but they can be. I think some of them are kind of bulky.
Mm,
You guys see everything on this map yet?
yeah.
So yeah, you guys see up ahead some magma elementals looking like they're gonna come harass you. Um,
Oh, I thought we were gonna like have a dance off. Oh.
Maybe you can convince them. Anyway, so everyone can roll initiative for the dance off.
Huh.
We're gonna see what order you guys all dance.
I don't see anything yet.
Is my vision not working on there? Can you guys not see yourself?
I can see myself.
Okay.
I can't see me. I
Oh,
just see gray.
Yeah, for some reason you're not on the map. What if how do I move you over? What the hell?
Hey,
That's so weird. Okay.
I'm ready to dance.
I've never seen this before. For some reason, Matt is still on the Snakeblade map, and I don't know a good way to
I
move him
see
over.
him on this map.
Well,
I
his
see
token's there.
him-
Does he need to reconnect?
Maybe.
Hmm.
Because I see his icon, so like I can see what map. Like I see everyone's icon, and his is under the Snakeblade icon. So on my screen, it looks like he's on the other map. But as far as I know, I don't know any way to like move individual people around maps. I know I can do that in Roll20. Maybe there's a way to do it,
Weird.
and I just don't know. Oh, that didn't do it.
Maybe move us all back and then move, and then like,
Yeah, I might do something weird like that. Yeah, it just doesn't want to move Matt over. I don't know. Maybe try. I guess try reconnecting and see if that fixes it.
Yeah, sure.
one of the lava golems threw ash in his eyes. He can't see.
Okay, I can see this one. A
All right.
classic forest.
Yeah.
All
Is
right.
that what it says the name of the map is?
Yeah, so
Perfect. I didn't know if it showed you that name or not, but it's good
very
to know.
general fantasy.
This is yeah, it should be a somewhat familiar map because we've used it before in this game and in Mantis's game, I think. All right.
Map is the recurring character.
The map is a recurring character. That's right. Let me roll these guys as
the
initiative.
recurring villain.
Okay, these guys rolled pretty low. I'll roll on the loss initiative as well, just for funsies. Matt, do you need me to roll your initiative, or you got this?
Oh, that's right. I gotta roll that.
All right. I think that's everyone. All right, so Billy, you gotta go first. You see these elementals, they running at you.
They're
Almost
pretty
8
far
foot speed.
away.
Yep.
I think I'm just gonna cast mage armor on myself, which may not be that useful, but I never use it, so I want to use it.
Yeah, it could be useful. You never know. All right, tactic.
I have to remember how to do this.
Let's see. Hmm. Um. I'm gonna want to try and knowledge.
It'd be knowledge planes.
Never mind.
Yeah, you guys have seen these before though, so you might recognize them just from having previously been told that they're magma elementals.
Elementals, okay. I think I'm going to. I'll hold my turn.
Okay, so you're delaying for now. Let me know if you want to jump
Yeah.
in then at any point.
Will do.
E-Foot.
I will begin a bardic performance to inspire my allies to do good. Be better.
Get good, scrubs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get good, basically. It's a get good song. Alright. Because of low level bard things, that's all I can do. And no, I don't want to move closer. Thank you.
All right, you insist.
uh,
Malice.
He will move closer. He'll move to. Oh, why did it do that? It's having the. He'll move to there, and he will go full defensive or total defense.
Total defense. Okay, just in case they
Yep.
move fast
You
enough
never know.
somehow.
Yep. One throws the other one at me. You never know.
All right, Shazra.
Man, they are really far away. And they're just like coming
Buff up.
towards us.
Yeah, so you can see we're currently like running towards you, like with kind of like a gorilla-like gait.
I don't want to dignify them with expenditure of a buff.
And you know that they're not like especially fast. But they can
What
burrow
about draw my
through the
sword?
ground. You know that as well. Okay, you have your sword, and did you use Arcane Pool or something, or just have it out?
No, I just have it out right now.
Okay. Olhas is going to. Let's see. He's going to cast Haste on everyone. Wait, can he hit everyone? He can't put it. Oh, he can move forward and cast Haste on everyone. Here we go. I think that'll hit everyone. Barely.
You sure he's not being too hasty?
Nah, it's fine. He
Oh,
casts
I
Haste on everyone.
haven't used a haste buff before.
Yeah, there should be one you should be able to drag in from
Yeah.
the spell compendium. But otherwise we can just know you can roll one extra attack and
Mm-hmm.
have +1 to it. But yeah, everyone has haste. And that's his turn. Magma Elemental's turn.
Say I have haste, but I have to put the buff on my sheet to actually have haste.
Alright, so the Magma Elemental moves closer, but that's all I can do. Vandir?
Yeah. How do I get rid of that?
To be in pointer mode or measurement control mode.
It's not a measurement. I think I put down a drawing. Oh, there it is. Do I have to click on the center? Clicking delete on the center of it.
I got it for you.
Okay. I meant to use measuring mode.
Yeah,
It's kind of confusing because the measurement controls aren't measurements, they're shapes.
Yeah, you have to go in there and you have to pick the line control. But you can also there's an actual measure distance within token
Yeah.
controls as well, which is probably
That's
what you
that's
actually
I want.
wanted. Like the measurement controls is mostly for putting like line effects down or cones. There's a rectangle one as well. I don't know what you would. I don't know. I don't feel like this is all that useful to be honest. I guess there's some like square shaped effects sometimes, but yeah, I feel like cones are more common. Don't worry about a cone.
I'm going to move down here and try and hide in the bushes.
Okay. So using the bushes for cover, you can go ahead and
Yeah.
roll a stealth check.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Okay. I'll bring up the other elemental. I think he's going to. He's got a straight line, nothing blocking it really. So he's gonna actually run. All right, Billy.
I will cast magic missile. And move up a bit probably, so I can reach. I'll shoot the close one. I hope it's set up. We'll see. Looks set up. It's rolling a thingy, but oh yeah, that's right. We saw it did that weirdness.
Yeah, rolls an attack roll for some reason.
Yeah, just to make sure it hits, I guess.
That's
Yep.
so weird because I think you just dragged that from the compendium and that's how it did
Yep.
it.
Yeah, that's how it did it.
So, yep. Um.
The one thing is I guess these aren't like targeted, so it's all based off of you saying the damage hit. But like if it was like roll 20, it would be the wrong way to do it because you roll nat 1 and it's an auto miss.
Yeah, I'll still say a miss. I think this will do the same
Yeah.
thing technically, though.
If I
Yeah.
roll a 1 on a D100, we'll see. Maybe we'll see sometime this campaign.
No, I'm in on this D20 attack roll. It's
Magic
doing
missile.
for
Yeah.
magic
Oh
missile,
yeah,
even though
yeah.
it has
Sorry. Oh,
plus
it's a D20.
104.
That's right. Yeah, we'll see.
I wish it did it instead with a caster level check though, because
That's actually useful.
Yeah.
that would actually be useful. Yeah, these don't have SR though, so it just takes the damage, but it is still up.
Okay. I mean, I didn't expect it to kill it.
All right, tactic, you're up again.
Well, that works. Let's see. Hmm.
How did you rotate your token like that?
Mouse wheel scroll. Holding like control or shift or something.
Yeah, that's what it was. It's control.
That is not where I was. There we go.
And you do have haste on as well.
And you're inspired.
Check.
So I'll move and then throw a bomb at the one nearest me.
Yee.
Okay. And these do like force damage or something, right?
Correct. Yeah, it'll either be acid or force. Being as they're elementals, it'll be force.
Okay. That hits.
I hit a 2 instead of an R. I feel mildly out of practice.
Okay, that's enough to
I'm out of
down.
practice rolling these dice.
All right, this thing is downed,
Oh, well.
but there's still one more up.
It didn't take much.
Well, it got hit by 2 magic missiles as well. Okay. E-foot.
Well, I mean, they're elementals, and I'm just a bard. I dance. I can't tell them jokes. So there's that.
I mean, you could. There's nothing stopping you from telling them jokes.
Yeah.
I tell jokes to rocks all the time.
Yeah.
They never laugh, but I tell them anyway.
I'm gonna stop my performance and
They
let
might
it
be taking your
linger,
jokes for granted.
Oh,
and I'll
They have
pull
a
out
hearty
my
laugh.
sling because I didn't have it, and then I'll load it.
these are really shisty puns.
So in other words, it seems like Efoot's doing nothing.
Okay, but she's actually not. You continue. You said you continue your performance though.
No, it's lingering.
Oh, you're lingering it. Okay, right on. So even though you're no longer doing whatever your performance was, was it oratory?
Yeah.
No, telling jokes or giving inspiring confidence, confidence building speech. She stopped doing it, but you guys still feel inspired. All right, Malice.
Her ceasing her crazy ramblings inspires me.
Yeah.
He will.
It's lingering in
move
your
to
head
the
though, so I don't know. You can't escape me.
You do have haste up right
Yeah.
now, so you can move pretty far probably.
Yeah. Move. Think I counted it. He'll move up. Come on. Move up to there.
Okay.
And then go total defense again.
All right. Shazra.
I can move up 30 feet, which will put me within close range to fire a cone of cold at this one.
A cone of cold?
Or sorry, no, a ray of frost.
Okay.
That's more
I
like
was
it.
like, yeah, what? Excuse me?
Not
Cone-
quite there yet.
I'm going to cast an innervate.
Did I okay this? All right, a cone of or a ray of frost.
It's like a
The-
1d4 cone of cold. It's
I mean, even if you had access to a cone of cold at this level, I guess it would be 3d10.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be like the most absurd thing, but
No, I think it's D6.
no, you're right. It's d6s, so it'd be 3d6.
Yeah.
The main thing is it's a huge area.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
a huge
60-foot,
area.
60-foot cone.
All right. Yeah, touch attack for 20 damage to cold. To the one to the right. That's
Okay,
still up.
so that will hit, and since he's vulnerable to it, I'll take that damage plus half again. Oh man, and they even have a button that says apply damage and apply half damage, so I can just hit both of them. Does that work how I wanted it to? Yes, it did. Cool. All right. So he takes that damage. It looks like he is particularly affected by it.
That's my turn.
And then I'll bring up Olhas's turn. He's gonna follow your example, and he's gonna move up and shoot a ray of frost at this thing as well.
I'm out of cone of cold.
Alright. He does the same amount of damage.
My Ray of Frost is really just a very condensed cone of cold.
That's right.
I mean, it makes
Cone is
sense.
very narrow.
But it's no less effective.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not true. It's a lot less effective, but don't worry about it. Alright, on its turn. Since you hit it with that cone of cold, it's gonna come up and try to hit you.
Yeah.
Wait, I think I actually have a attack configured for this thing. Let's see if she sees that. Alright, here comes the slam.
Doo-doo-doo.
Does this thing have... Does not have power attack. Okay. So just a single attack. Does it hit?
Yeah, the 22 will hit.
Alright, so you take 3 damage. I need you to roll a reflex save as well.
Okay.
As it tries to set you on fire.
Uh-oh.
It's burning fists.
Here comes the
What will I
slam.
do against fire?
Doo-doo-doo.
Alright, you're
Here
fine.
comes the slam, and
That's right.
say,
I actually don't know if
this
the
might
burn...
hurt.
I don't know if its burn would even affect you. I think it might
If it
be...
does at least D6, then it could do a damage to me.
No, it does D4s, so yeah, even if
Oh,
you failed
no.
to
I
save,
could let it set me on fire, so I
you
look
could
cool.
intentionally fail to save and then just walk around on fire for a while.
Yeah.
It's like, it's fine.
It might damage my nice clothes, though.
Yeah,
I
that's
appreciate that. I don't want to be walking around with like half naked burnt clothes.
yeah, that's a good
Mm.
that's a good point. All right, Ved,
Let
your
the
turn.
goblins walk
Let me
around in rags.
see if this thing noticed you. I don't think so. I don't think it has good perception. It has okay perception. No, it doesn't know. It doesn't notice you. So
Ooh, spooky one sound.
Okay.
Do you guys get the spooky sound on that one?
Yeah, I hear it.
Okay.
I don't have 3 dice, so probably not.
Yeah, Foundry's probably gonna copyright strike me on YouTube over that sound.
Over that sound.
over that sound. Oh no. My crazy dice have
A
ruined
famous
everything.
artist, yeah, use that sound.
You know, it's probably a bullshit claim too.
Yeah.
It's probably not even the original.
They're
guy who-
all bullshit claims.
I mean, most of the time, yes.
Yep.
Most of them are, yeah.
I
my
want
favorites-
the trombone sound though for the natural ones that like.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah. Has anybody seen that game, Trombone Champion?
No.
What?
No?
It's like Guitar Hero,
Oh,
but
no way.
trombone, and
What?
you play it by just moving your mouse like to. It's basically a kind of a rhythm game.
Just the slider.
yeah,
do
you have
you
to-
push
Oh,
buttons
that's beautiful.
to the
I think you have to.
three-
Yeah, you have to. I think you have to
Yeah.
click the button on when the dot lines up. So like I said, like Guitar Hero kind of. But yeah,
I thought you were gonna say they give you like a plastic trombone, like you get a plastic guitar in Guitar Hero.
no, it's on
Yeah,
Steam.
I want
It's
the
like a
plastic
game.
trombone.
It'll
And it
break,
like has
dude.
a pressure detector to detect if you're like blowing air into it or not.
Nah, this is like a $10 game on Steam or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of the songs are like classical music that are
I'll play
public domain.
Triangle Hero.
Ting, ting,
So my
ting.
brother
Where
actually,
you
Xerox,
get
he
a
played a lot of
plastic
trombone.
triangle.
I want to play more Cowbell Hero.
Looks like you have just enough movement with haste to get into a flanky position.
I
Yeah.
forgot we had haste. I could have moved further than I did. It's okay though.
Let me just double check though, because they are elementals.
If what?
They probably can't be crit, but maybe can be flanked.
No, they can't be flanked. They have no...
I know they're immune to precision damage, but I can't
Elementals
remember.
don't technically have like a forward or a backwards or a side.
Don't have any
They're
like
all
If
organs
they're
encompassing.
or
immune to precision
anything.
damage, then it doesn't
Yeah.
care. I'll just.
Well, I was
They
gonna
can't be
check
You might get your
because
+2 though.
you might get the +2,
And they
but
can't be
yeah, no,
flanked.
they're immune to flanks as well. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah, same with like oozes and other things that like see all around. They don't technically have like a front and a back, basically.
Yeah, elementals are kind of weird though because I feel like they kind of do have a front and a back.
That's
but
only because they choose to
Yeah.
do that. They could just show up to you as a blob.
yeah,
or
and it
as a
also
flame,
depends on
yeah.
the elemental. So, but yeah, it makes sense as well. Them not having like precision and critical hits though, because it's like
They don't have any vital organs.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, or like structural weaknesses because they like you can still critical hit and do precision damage to constructs. But,
Right.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, this thing has been damaged already, so you might still be able to take it out. I believe in you.
Okay.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay.
Okay, that is enough to finish this guy off. And we are out of combat. I can give you guys some XP here.
That was easy.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't even have to waste a rock. I put the rock back on the ground.
I also could have used a rock as a weapon with my telekinetic projectile.
Aoife puts up a rock and you like take it from her. Thanks for holding the rock for me. That's a great idea, Aoife.
Yeah. I see you do it and then I do it.
Okay, well,
Yeah, Full Haas
elementals
is,
nearby.
it's like I didn't recognize what those were. Do you know what they are?
What these elementals are?
Yeah,
Elementals, my dear Watson.
he doesn't know. He's never seen an elemental before.
Yeah, I explained to him what an elemental is. It's a creature from another plane of existence that embodies like a certain element, like fire, or water, or earth.
So
They shouldn't be here.
I'm sort of like an elemental then,
But
maybe
not wood.
in a
Everyone
weird
knows wood
way.
is not an element.
Ah, yes, of course. Now I'm curious. Is there such a thing as a wood elemental?
No.
I don't think so.
I mean,
Technically,
probably make one.
yes, but it wouldn't be an elemental. It would be like a Norn or a Dryad, or not a Norn, but a Dryad or something.
Yeah, but those are Fae. They're not even
Yeah, I guess
they're
it
not
would
actually
be.
elementals.
Yeah. But that would be the closest to.
Yeah, I suppose that.
Would a
makes
wood
sense.
elemental be more like a wooden golem?
And then it's a construct,
But then it's a
not an
construct.
elemental.
Then it was
Yeah.
created, yeah.
I guess wood
It's
just
not
is not
natural.
is not an element.
Yeah.
Is Mother
So it
Nature
cannot
an
be an
element?
elemental, yeah.
Hmm.
But also there's like magma, so I don't know.
I mean, I guess realistically, a wood elemental might just be a tree.
It might be
Man,
Ha
a treant, yeah.
No, just a tree.
Just a tree.
Oh, okay.
A tree is a wood elemental.
What are trees? What's wood made out of?
Carbon. Primarily.
Fiber.
What elements
and
make carbon?
water.
Earth and
Oh, carbon is a base
water?
element. What? Come on.
So it's got
No,
water.
no, I mean-
so
I
it
mean-
could
I mean,
be
like-
a weird water elemental.
Could it
taking
be
over
like
a
the
tree.
mixture of earth and water elementals make a wood
Oh.
elemental?
Well, there's the mud
Um,
elementals because there's like
this
water and
isn't
dirt.
Naruto.
So
Yeah, there are mud elementals, which is the mix of water and earth elementals. This is a
Okay.
magma elemental, so it's actually a mix of fire and earth elementals.
Maybe you need earth, water, and fire.
I
think,
don't
make
see
wood.
why a plant can't be an elemental. I just don't see why not.
follow your dreams, plant. If you want to be an elemental,
Wouldn't that be a
don't let
plant creature then?
society. Yeah. Don't let
But I'm
society
bec-
tell you can't be a plant elemental, Mr.
When I
Tree.
become a level 20 wizard, I'm gonna make a demi plane where it's the wood plane, and then it's gonna be wood elementals.
Perfect. It'll be just another one of those things where like, why does this exist? And like a crazy wizard did it for no reason. like owlbears.
Yeah.
All right, so
Okay.
you guys continue on your way
Yeah.
on the
Yes.
lookout for wood elementals that may or may not exist.
Hey, it will make it even weirder is a kineticist can choose the wood as, as a wood kineticist. Wood element. Because I was actually thinking about that for my character.
That is for kinetic. There's a wood element for kineticist, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder
Huh.
if there's a wood element for, I don't know, whatever, the skin way.
For
over there.
Anyways,
there
For
is.
like elemental wizards, there is. Okay.
It's like a special kind of school where they also acknowledge metal as an element.
Yeah, I knew about metal being an element.
Apparently,
for
wood
wizards.
elementals do exist.
But that's kind of a joke. Because like a lot of JRPGs look at metal and wood as elements.
Yeah.
Huh. Not official Pathfinder stuff, though.
All right, so you guys continue
we know
on
what we
your
want in
way,
Pathfinder 3rd edition.
and you don't run into any more issues on the rest of the way. So eventually you guys get close to the volcano that that this portal's near, and get to kind of you can see like the shimmer of where it opens to, um, and it says, "Well, thank you for bringing me back here safely. Hopefully, I'll be seeing you again soon. When next time I return to your town of Snakeblade."
Yeah. Sure. Let us know. We
Oh, we're
may be in town.
separating? Oh, okay. Bye.
Unless you want to continue, like go through the portal with him back into the.
Do you have anything to do over there?
The only thing was like that string that was like in the ethereal plane that was sketchy, but I don't think we knew what to do with that. Like
But
we didn't have any
also, we
ideas.
could try convincing more people to come through the portal. Maybe
It
at a
would be
later time.
it'd be difficult because most of them wouldn't have a way to speak with you as I do. They don't have magics. I can cast tongues.
I can mime.
There's a
Then we have to
few.
be responsible for more
I'm
people.
great at charades.
There are a few others that have practiced some the magical arts that have been passed down, but I am the most skilled practitioner of magic in my whole village.
I think they'll come through the
Wowzers.
portal when they're ready.
Yeah, here's a medal. Gee.
So yeah, he says I hope that we'll see each other again soon. And he goes through the portal then.
All right, bye.
Yep, bye.
All right, what do you guys do from there then?
I guess we're
Where
going back
were we
to the
going?
tower, right?
Oh.
To go and check out the other parts of it, because there are parts we didn't explore.
Well, that'd be the portal he just went through, so you guys can follow him through it and go explore.
Yeah,
those
if we
other
wanted
ones.
to do that.
I think so. Like, I can't think of anywhere else we should go.
Nah, I don't know. Or, um.
All right, well, let's go through the portal then and check out the tower.
Yeah, I guess so. Seems like the thing to do.
Okay, so you guys follow him after all then.
Yeah. We'll part with him, but it's like we're going over here and we know you're going over there.
Well, when you guys go through the portal, you actually find that he's not the only one on the other side there. You get through,
Okay.
you see more of these Azers.
Oh, hello. All right. Well, maybe the Afridi Lord did find out very quickly.
Maybe. It might
Well,
take you a minute to load in here, but I should have activated this new map, it looks like.
I think we're gonna have some more combat on our hands.
That's a good guess.
Psh.
Yeah,
Damn
just a
it.
little bit.
Don't you know I want
It
to
was
do
a good thing
nothing?
we decided to not just bounce. It's just been him fighting everybody. He came back and he's dead.
Yeah, maybe. Or he might have come back out and been like, help!
Yeah,
I was waiting
exactly.
to see what you guys did, though. It might have played out differently if, if you guys started walking away, That could have been an option. Maybe I might have had to, might have made like a percentage roll to see if he comes back and like asks for help, or if these guys stop him from doing it, or maybe he just deals with it himself. I mean, he's reasonably powerful himself, but all right. So yeah, as you can guess, these four Ezers here don't look happy to see you, and you can roll initiative.
Okie dokie.
Initiative. Surely I will roll a 20 again. Nope. It's okay. I don't like going first as a
I rolled
low
the
level
same one
caster.
twice. Did I?
Wait, how did we get haste cast on us?
It's not on you anymore. Olhas cast it.
No. Oh,
last
Hosk.
fight.
Okay, I just realized like we're not high enough level to cast haste.
No, but Olhas is.
Yeah, let me uncheck. Let's see. Mage armor would still be on. Yeah. Okay. I think we're. Maybe it's not actually. How long did we travel to bring
Since
him back to the place?
Since you guys ran into the elementals, it's only been a couple hours, so you probably still
Okay.
have the back half of your duration up.
Okay.
But yeah, haste is obviously gone.
Yes, haste does not last hours.
Yeah.
Who am I missing? Olhas. And I'm missing tactic actually. You haven't rolled.
Yep, I'm going to it right now.
Okay.
Just got back from the potty.
Okay, fair enough.
And a bad roll. Yay!
Okay, Shazra, you gotta go first. So these Azers you see are wearing. They look like they're wearing some like rather well crafted armor, and are holding warhammers. They don't look quite as fancy as the warhammer that the other one had, but they also look pretty well crafted.
All right, I'm going to start by casting shield on myself.
Okay. That'd be
And then I'll draw my scimitar as a move action.
okay.
I'll 5-foot step up here. And then, yeah, I'll just go ahead and swift action arcane pull this thing.
Okay. So you 5-foot step around the edge of the portal, then we'll say.
Yeah.
All right. E-foot.
I will start a bardic performance and move back.
Is it to inspire courage?
It's to inspire you forward. Yes, absolutely.
Yay.
Oops. Okay, so this guy, what's his move speed? It is 30. Okay, so he's going to. Let's see. Oops. There's enough movement to get up here and attack Shazra here. Who's acted, so he's not going to be against flat-footed or anything. And going to do a single attack, power attack. 16.
Nope, that does not hit.
Okay, so he misses.
My
And
AC is very high right now.
that's all he can do. Yeah, you got shield spell up.
He throws his warhammer at me, and I just parry that shit
Bounces. Does it bounce off
effortlessly.
off of a force shield, effectively, like a barrier of force you've created? Or did he not even get high enough to get through your normal armor?
No, he didn't even get. He didn't even roll high enough to get through my dex.
No, so you just dodge it.
Yeah, I just push his weapon aside with my weapon.
Okay. So that's his turn. Well, they all rolled like clustered together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did a
I
double
was like,
take when I saw that.
I was like, oh crap!
I didn't even see it because I didn't have the chat
all
log.
4 of them right before me. I was like, oh yay!
Well, good news is in order for this guy to get to you, he has to double move. He'll do that though. He'll double move right up next to tactic here. This one I think he can. He's gonna move up here and attack Malice, who is currently flat-footed.
All right.
So. Oh, I should be able to just do it from the token. Yeah, I can do it from the token. Let's do that.
Oof. That misses.
12. Okay, so he misses. Okay.
At 19
And
though. It almost rolled that 19. I was like, oh crap.
oh, for the 3D dice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I enjoy that when it's like you get to see it almost land on something else.
It's very
Yeah.
dramatic. All right, this guy's gonna attack Olhas. He hits Olhas and does some damage. Olhas looks like he's like hurt a little bit, but he's mostly fine. Okay. And that's all.
Olhas had no constitution in his old age
It's all the
and is
Azure.
very close to death.
he's nearly dead from that one attack, even though he only has one hit point per level. Malice.
I will pull around the guy right next to me.
All right.
Where's Fury?
And again, you can see all these guys look like they're wearing armor, specifically a set of very nice looking scale mail.
All right. It's going against the guy that's standing right next to me.
Okay. I think those both miss, unfortunately.
All right. And then he will 5 foot over.
Okay.
Just so he might take some other hits from the guy away from the wizard.
Well, Haas is going to do a full withdraw back away from these guys. Yep. Vandir.
I'm gonna full attack the one that's right in front of me.
Okay. And these are not
I
elementals.
guess we don't have multiple attacks, so it doesn't really matter. But
yeah, yeah. And
I'm
these
gonna
guys are
5 foot step over.
okay. So unlike the elementals, these do look like they have vital points and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
guess I don't have attacks defined.
Of course, you don't have anyone you can flank with at the moment, but 13 will miss.
Actually, I know what I could have done, but it's fine. Turn's over.
Okay. Tactic.
I'm going to. Make a 5-foot step to get away from the guy that's in my face.
Okay. Seems like a solid plan.
And then I'm going to chuck a bomb up at the two that are next to each other. So the one on the right. And
Okay.
I have precise bombs, so I'm going to make sure it doesn't hit my ally.
Okay, but do you have precise shot to avoid the -4 for firing into melee? And also keep in mind that because there's someone between you there, he'll also get cover. Although you are versus touch AC, which will help.
I do not have precise shot yet.
Okay, so you have a -4, and he'll get a +4 to his AC because Malice is between you and him.
All right, so I'll be throwing it at +4 against touch.
And a -4 to your attack roll.
Right. Normally I'm +8, so.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, fun.
Okay, so that'll miss his touch AC, but let's see, you have the thing where you can negate splash damage to Malice, right? Does that
Yeah.
function still the same when you miss the attack, or is there any
It says specific squares aren't
are
included in the
excluded?
splash damage.
Okay,
Yeah.
so his square is not included in the splash damage. Um,
We'll start with one directly above him and then go around clockwise.
okay.
It lands on Malice's square.
Yep, but his square is excluded.
So his square doesn't take damage. Or no. No, his square takes damage. His square doesn't take splash damage.
Okay. So does he have to make a reflex save? How does this work?
I'm
I
sorry,
would
did
say
you miss your intended target?
I missed my
Yes.
intended target and it landed on Malice's square.
Oh,
But he has the thing where he can
But
dot-
that thing negates splash damage only, not damage from the bomb.
Yeah, but the thing is it doesn't actually hit Malice, it just
When
hits
you
its
miss,
square.
yeah,
So
you don't actually hit
he would only take splash damage. I think it's still gonna
So
negate.
yeah, he's still negated then.
How many targets can you negate from your
Up to 4.
Okay, so I'm not gonna make Billy or Shazra roll reflex saves either,
Well,
because
Shazra wouldn't have to because it's out of range.
true. So Billy might have had to, but I would assume that
Yeah.
you probably would we can
See the
say that
possibility.
the unsaid thing was you would have thought maybe to have just not included Billy, Storm, and Shazra because it had a chance if it goes errant that they would be in it. So I'm just gonna roll it for the two Azirs. It's a reflex save, right?
Yes.
Don't bomb the bunny.
Okay, that one makes it
The
save,
bunny.
Oh wait, that's bad.
and that one fails its save. So they just take it's just the plus part of your bomb damage, right? Which is a 4, I believe, right?
Let me take a look real quick.
What'd you roll last time?
You know what? You know what I'll
Yeah,
do
okay.
is I'll give Mal snatch arrows so you can snatch your bomb out of the air and then throw it.
So one of them takes half damage, and the other takes full damage from the splash.
I think if someone
Okay.
else takes possession of his bombs, they lose their effect, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, they do.
Oh, okay.
I thought that'd be funny. Like snatch arrow and just toss it at. Like
Now the
catch,
flat
grenade, and
arrow,
throw.
I don't know.
No, splash
That'd be-
damage.
Well, it'd
Splash damage would be 6 because it's
funny
equal
if-
to the minimum damage of the bomb.
It'd be funny if you had the whole feat tree where you can like catch like the what is it, snatch arrows or something, and then you have the other one that lets you immediately throw it after you catch it,
Yeah.
and you have a chain of alchemists, and you use that to like throw one bomb like way further than it has any right to go by just chaining it with a bunch of people that have that ability. Like one alchemist and like
Can one
10
alchemist
monks.
catch another one?
No, it would still negate it
I think
because it's not the
It
original
would still
alchemist.
negate the bomb.
But it's still funny to think about. However, the splash damage is 6 damage. It's the minimum damage that the bomb could deal, so it's 4
Okay,
plus 1 plus
so
1.
slightly more. Okay, cool.
So 6 damage and 3 damage, it sounds like.
Yep. I will update that then. So one of them takes 3 damage, one takes 6 damage.
Yep.
Okay. So not too bad. Yeah, a decent amount of damage. Despite missing the attack. But they are still up. Okay. Billy,
Is there knowledge for these things?
knowledge planes. I think somebody rolled it last time, but yeah, you can roll it again.
I don't remember.
Pretty sure I did. They're acers.
Yeah.
I'm mainly just wondering about like resistances.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, you know they're acers. You know they are immune to fire, but they are weak to cold. They take increased damage from cold damage, vulnerability to cold, and they also do have spell resistance.
Okay. Hey, I know they have spell resistance. Let's go. Which one is the weakest one? Do we know?
The 2 fighting Malice got hit by an explosion, and they're the only ones that have taken any damage thus far.
Okay.
As far as
I'm going to hop on back here next to Ohas. And then I'm going to
Do you say, "Don't worry, Olhas, I'll protect you"?
yes,
I'll
in his
get in
head.
the way of anyone that tries to come after you with my. I'll block them with my physical stature.
Yeah.
I'll jump in the air. I can jump. Oh.
I'm going to use a class ability
Oh boy,
called
here we go. All right.
Relentless Casting. It's a minor phoronic amplification. Lets me
Mm,
spend a point from my pool to roll twice on any caster level checks to overcome SR and take advantage.
nice. Okay, it's pretty
So I have
good.
to do that when casting the spell. So I decide now I want to do that with a magic missile.
Okay. And by that you mean 2 magic missiles. Are they going at one target?
Yes. They'll both go to the furthest left target.
Okay.
Yep.
You sure between the 2 of them, the one on the right actually is slightly weaker? I know you said.
Oh, okay. I'll go on the
It's
one on the
that
right.
failed its reflex.
I thought they both. Oh, that's right. Yeah, they both got hit by the bomb, but the one rolled a 20. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, I would aim on the one on the right then.
Okay, sounds good.
There's probably don't. Yeah, there may. I need to make sure things are being applied properly. That's all I'm saying. Did it even
Okay.
roll a caster level check?
No, it didn't. So you have to do that manually.
Okay. Something is fishy with it. So as you can see, I have a +1 spell pin from Seeking Goncold trait, +2 spell pin from the feat spell pin, plus I can roll twice and take advantage.
Mhm.
So let me roll that again, just because I
Sounds
can.
good. Yeah, you might roll higher than a 16. You didn't, but you could have.
So I have a 22
It
on
goes-
spell pin.
Is it not factoring that into that roll automatically? Yeah, it's not. Okay, so
No,
it is.
it's not.
You're right. It's a 22. Right?
I couldn't, because the problem is in the character sheet, you can only
No,
add to caster level.
this
You
is
can't
good.
add to caster level check.
Yeah, no, this is fine actually because the way that they're doing this here works better just because not every caster level check is versus SR.
Fair.
So that actually is technically a situational modifier.
Okay, so I use a point of my pool.
Yep.
And I got a 22 on spell pin at level 3.
All right, so you do hit this guy. Unfortunately, it's not quite enough to take him down, but
I'm just glad my spell pin has come into, like, I thought it was gonna be useless for 5 levels at least. I'm so glad I got to use it.
Well, I'm glad that you're happy about me giving these guys SR. Actually, I didn't give them SR, but
Yeah.
Paizo did that. But
All right, that's my turn.
I'm glad that you're happy about somebody having SR.
I'm so happy.
It usually doesn't happen. Most time people are not happy about
I'm
monsters
taking
having
greater
SR.
spell pins coming soon.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
All right, we're gonna go to the next round. Round 2, Shazra, you're up.
All right.
The
I'm
meta
going
play here is
to-
that dragons have SR Pluto.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just gonna attack this one. That's next to me.
Okay.
With the beefed up Eisen roll. Oh, did we get Inspire Courage?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Forgot to click that. Got a lot of bonus to attack here.
You doing spell combat or just gonna do normal attacks?
Yeah, I do spell combat because I do arcane mark and stuff like that.
Okay. Good old arcane mark.
Yeah, it's just worth it to do it.
I put
No
the mark
reason
of
not
Zorro
to.
on you.
Yeah. Okay. This will be at -2 because of spell combat.
Someday that'll come up, like someone will run away and then you'll run into him later and you'll still have it on. You'll be like, aha! You're the one I fought before.
Yeah. Did I roll?
Arcane Mark, the Magus' cheat.
There we
I
go.
swear.
I mean, it's on par with like, flurry of blows on a chained monk or a brawler.
Oh my gosh, that is so much damage.
For low level, I mean, they only get to hit twice, right?
That actually misses. It hits his armor.
Oh, phew. Did I max that damage?
You hit the
It
13, it
doesn't
breaks it
show
down.
me. Oh, okay. When
You
yeah, I
did,
rolled a 6.
you rolled
Ugh,
max damage.
scary. All right, here comes the arcane mark attack.
That one will miss as well.
Okay. That's my turn.
In that case, it'll be Efoot's turn then.
Um, I'm going to load the slingshot. And I didn't have it out technically because she always puts it away, so I guess I have to take it out too. So that's my turn. I'm going to let the performance linger.
Could you have pulled it out last turn?
Well, I moved, so I guess I could have, yeah. Then I guess I'll do that. Then I will fire the slingshot. I don't know if this is configured. This seems...
Well, you rolled a 20 and a 19. I think it's configured pretty well.
Looks fine to me. Which one were you shooting at though? The closest one?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are firing in melee, but there's no cover because you have a clear line here. And even with -4 to that roll, that still confirms it's the critical hit. Unfortunately, it's just a sling, so critical damage is not amazing, but it is a confirmed critical hit.
Oh, I didn't even... Oh yeah, the Inspire should have... The buff should have affected that, right? Yeah.
It should have, yeah. If we hit the 2, break it down, it looks like it did. Inspire Courage
Okay.
1. So yeah, you actually rolled a 1 on both damage dice for your D3 damage.
Woohoo!
And yeah. So you'd hit him a critical hit for 4 damage.
Nice.
It was a pretty impressive hit for Efoot.
For a small sling, because remember, it's damage dice.
Mhm.
Well, what is it?
It's
Just
a
1d4?
D3, yeah.
It is a D3, yeah.
All right, the Ezers all get to go at the same time for reasons.
This is fine. There's nothing wrong with this.
Can potentially make the combat very swingy. Where it's like everything's going fine, and then all of them take their turns at the same time, and it's like, all right, what happened? Okay, first attack on Shazra is a 20. Does that hit? Shazra's got the best chance of that not hitting because of all the buffs he's got. I think that actually misses, right?
A 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, my AC is 23 right now.
Oh, okay, good lord. Yeah, he can't hit you unless he rolls a nat 20.
Yep. It's 19 without shield.
Yeah, pretty good. So yeah, he misses. I don't remember which one's next. I guess it doesn't really matter. I can just roll them in whatever order because they're all grouped together. Okay, the one attacking Vandir is gonna go. He's gonna swing his warhammer here. Single attack. Okay, 19. Does that hit?
Go fish.
You there, Ron?
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so you're gonna take 9 damage, 4 bludgeoning, and 5 fire. But fortunately, he's only got 1 attack. Okay. The two next to Malice, one of them's gonna try to step over to move towards potentially getting a flank in the future. And they're both gonna take a single attack on Malice. Okay, I think that one misses. And that might be a little more close. There's a 17 hit Malice. Looks like it does not.
It does not.
All right.
They have to hit 21. My AC
They-
is 21.
Nice. Pretty good AC then for some of you guys there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's all of their turns. Malice, you're up now.
All right. He actually is going to move to avoid that flank.
Okay.
5 foot there and then free up the aim of our rat folk over there. We can hit that other guy, and he's going to full round the one that's right above him.
Okay.
Just give me a sec. There's Fury. Round.
Okay. One of those will hit.
All right.
This guy is still up, but he's now taking a little bit more damage. Looks like him and his partner over there both have taken a decent amount. They look like they're both kind of wavering a little.
And
With
that'll be
15
his turn.
misses, though. Okay.
All right.
All right. Olhas is going to. He's going to shoot a ray of frost at the one up here. See if he can maybe take this guy out. Yeah, because he's going against touch AC, that hits. And because this guy was very low from getting hit by Billy, Storm, and the splash damage from the bomb, that's actually enough to finish him off.
Yay!
I'm just gonna figure out which one he is on the combat tracker. Looks like he's this one. Okay. All right. All right, Vandir.
I'm going to attack the one that's in front of me.
Okay. Okay, that hits this time.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. Pretty good damage. Looks like he is just barely still up. Between that and the sling critical on him, it's almost enough to take him out. Do you do anything else? Move
No.
or okay. Tactic.
All right. I'm going to make a 5-foot step back, pulling out my hambo as I do.
Okay.
And I'll attack him.
Okay. That'll miss, unfortunately.
Yep. But that's turn.
And Billy Storm.
Looks like my skills are needed once again. I will use another Phrenic Pool Point to apply advantage to my caster level check to overcome SR and
Okay.
shoot 2 missiles at the one in front of Vandir.
Sounds good.
And I need to roll that manually.
Okay. 17 is enough to get through the SR, and you kill him with your magic missiles.
It's actually a 20, but okay.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Alright, I'm running low on spells, but I think that was a good move. I also only have 1 point left in my Phrenic Pool. Which I don't know how I regain, if it's just that per day or if it regains. I'll have to read about it.
All right. Shazra, you're up now.
Alright, well, I'm going to try and hit this guy twice again.
Okay.
Let's go with a spell combat. First attack. Oh, that's 2. And then the arcane mark attack.
Nope, that'll miss as well.
Okay, that's better.
E-foot.
I will. My performance is still lingering. So I'm gonna 5-foot step here, and wait. I'm gonna move here and fire at the one next to Malice.
Okay.
No,
That'll miss, unfortunately.
I had too much confidence. I almost hit Malice.
So twice say he's almost been hit by his teammates.
It goes whizzing by you, but you did not worry.
luckily, he's like a pretty much like a monk, so he kind of like react to stuff like that. I'm guessing is the combat senses.
Yeah. All right, this one's going to see if he can hit a 20 on Shazra. Nope, that does not look like a 20.
Nope.
Pretty good roll. It would have missed Malice as well, but probably hit anybody else. And then the one next to Malice, he's just going to attack against Malice here. Oh, I forgot to hit the power attack
Oh.
button.
Ooh.
Confirms.
Yeah. I guess lucky for you, I didn't hit the power attack button. Fortunately, it looks like you're still up.
Yep.
But yeah, you take this devastating. You guys kind of see Malice's and like maybe go down to on one knee after taking like a really, really nasty hit from the
What he
warhammer.
does how it happens is he throws up his metal arm, try to stop the blow, and it just like pushes them to the ground basically. Like his metal arm is kind of what made it to where it wasn't as devastating. Obviously it's still a devastating blow, but
It
like
probably would have killed
metal,
most people.
yeah.
But fortunately, Malice is more resilient than most.
Yep.
Okay, well, that's its turn.
Pluto, I've figured out that you need to use will saves against me. That's how I regain points in my pool
Oh.
points.
Yeah, I don't think these things have any abilities that
Yeah.
require will saves, though.
If you make me do a will save and I succeed, first of all I get a bonus. If it's enchantment, I get like a +4 instead of a +2. If I succeed, I regain a point, and all my allies gain +1 or +2 against it. It's pretty sick.
All right, Malice, it's your turn.
God damn, he doesn't have any heals, so he's gonna do the brawler thing and keep fighting.
Okay.
He's gonna full round this guy.
All right. He has already been hurt. You might be able to take him out.
Yep. All right, full round.
Ooh!
Give me a crit right back.
No,
it
we're
doesn't-
slow.
Doesn't confirm, but
Good.
you do enough damage to take him out.
Yep.
Nice.
You rolled high enough on your damage anyway without the crit. So just one of these left now. Wait, where's he at on here? What? Oh, here he is. Okay. Sometimes when I mouse over and the combat tracker doesn't highlight it, or like, I think it's just because the red blends in with the orange a little bit too much. Okay, Olhas, he's going to begin casting a spell, but it takes more than a round to cast it.
I spellcraft it.
Yeah, sure.
What is Ohas casting?
He is casting Cure Moderate Wounds.
Oh, what a wonderful guy. Good guy, Ohas.
All right. Vander's up.
Wait, why is it taking more than one round to cast?
I think I told you out of character in the previous campaign, but it's been a very long time.
It's been a long time, yeah, I don't remember. Ron. The only one alive is the one straight ahead.
Okay.
Oh, the only one still up, I should say.
Yeah, it should be like little white skulls on all the other tokens.
Mhm.
I don't know if you guys can see them, but
Yes.
Yeah, I see 'em.
They're, it's white on kind of whitish.
yeah, they don't
They're
stand out
there.
the best. But
So I'm gonna move up and try and I guess kind of like acrobat around his attack.
okay, so acrobatics versus CMD then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he does not get to attack you,
Okay.
and he is in a flank, so you do get the +2. These guys are flankable.
Yeah.
Blinkable.
Unfortunately, he rolled a 3, so it misses. All right, tactic.
Gonna move up and try again. I guess not.
You're trying at least.
Yeah, I only have so many bombs, so I don't want to use them all. I've got 5 left, so
Yeah, don't blow them all.
Ah.
All right. So that brings us now to Billy.
Yeah, I don't know what Ohas is up to. Ohas,
He's
I'm
casting
wondering.
moderate wound.
I'm wondering if he's gonna cast like a reach cure moderate or something. But I think I'm just gonna move up and heal Malice anyways.
Sure.
So I will. You don't target in this, do you?
You can actually, but
I think you have it turned off, or I don't know how to do it. But I will roll a cure light wounds.
I think it's shift or something.
There's
Uh,
there's a thing underneath the anvil. That it's the bullseye looking
Oh yeah, yeah. If you
button.
right click on your own token, you can then, or if you right click on a token, you can target that way too. Like on someone else's token, there's a little bullseye underneath the gear.
Yep.
Now I don't know if it'll
That-
automatically apply to
I
healing
can't right
there.
click someone else's token, so I don't know.
Oh, you can't.
No. Anyways, Malice, you heal 9.
All right.
So
Sweet.
hopefully you're looking
Yeah,
less grim.
I think you might be able to click your own token and then hit the apply healing next to the number 9. I think, unless you don't see that button.
We do see the apply healing button.
Yeah, it looks like it worked. Unless you just hit +9 on your
I
health.
I just said +9, but I'll remember that next time.
Well, why don't you
Yeah.
just click it and see if it works? No, I'm kidding. oh, oops! Did I heal twice? Oopsies.
My bad.
Right.
Guys, that's my turn. I move up and cast the cure light and move up.
Okay. That brings us to back to the
me.
next round. So it's back to Shazra. So
Alright,
now you have
well,
a
I'm
flank.
flanking now, yeah.
Yep.
So I don't have that -2 effectively.
It offsets it. Okay. That will hit. And that's the first damage this thing's taken, so he's still up.
And then I'll hit him again with an arcane mark.
Okay. You actually just miss him.
Oh, okay.
Their AC
Alright, that's my turn.
is 18. Okay. E-foot. And I think the Inspired Courage wears off now, right?
Yeah, it's off. I can't believe you guys didn't finish it. Meh. I inspire courage.
Okay.
And I'll stay where I am. I'll load the slingshot though.
This guy's gonna take a step out of the flank, and he's gonna swing at Shazra. He might roll a 20. It's happened before. No, that's not a 20. Okay. That's his turn. And that'll bring us back to Malice again.
Mouse. I'm gonna charge him.
Okay.
And attack him. Yes.
Nope, another nat 1.
Yep.
Follow-up tactics nat 1.
It's
Olhas.
more like he's probably still recovering from the blow and like getting like.
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe. Olhas has to continue casting his spell. Vander.
I'm on a 5-foot step. Attack.
Okay. Flanking with Malice this time. That'll hit.
That is a critical chance.
Do you have a 19 to 20
Yeah.
crit range? All right, yeah, the critical threat then. That is a confirmed critical hit.
Okay. Does
Bang.
precision damage crit?
No.
Okay. It's going to be roll 10x. Do they support? We'll just try it like this. It's 2d4. Yeah, I'm at 2d4 right now. Okay, that does not work. Or does it? That worked.
I think it added up correctly because you had two. You had two static numbers, right? Because you had you get like a small bonus to your sneak attack damage. That's static, right? Which doesn't
It's
multiply on the crit. From the
yeah, that's
trait?
what the 2d4 was. Yeah.
Yeah. All
Yep,
right.
that's right.
So 16 damage is more than enough to finish this guy off.
Yep.
He's dead.
Noise.
Killer.
Dead.
All right. What do you guys do immediately upon exiting combat then? Olhas finishes casting his spell for cure moderate wounds as well. He's going to apply that to let's see, between Malice and Vander, you guys are both pretty similarly hurt. He'll put it on
Mhm.
Malice because he saw Malice take a bigger hit. Malice heal for 17.
All right.
Might put you back pretty close.
Maybe we should go check the forge.
Olhas actually wants to just block the portal for it, but if you guys are willing to go through it, he won't. In that case, I need to go make sure that I gotta go check the village, see if any more of them made it in there. And
Yep, go do that.
he runs down the stairs to go do that then.
Yeah.
All right,
put
let's
you
go
back
check
in
out the
Max.
forge. Time to kick some more
Did,
aces out of our forge.
Olhas is just like off running away, right? To look for more.
Yes,
He's not.
Protect the city.
he's
not-
making
not-
sure that none of them made their way past here into the town. 'cause
Yeah. He's
there's
not spending 6 seconds before leaving to channel, right?
He doesn't have channel.
Dang it.
He comes from a culture that doesn't have cleric.
Yeah.
That's why it's taking him longer to cast cure cure
Yes,
spells.
he's casting cure spells using a different way that lets a arcane caster do it. I guess technically, I mean, there's arcane. He could theoretically also be a witch or a bard or something, right? But
Vander, you heal for 5 hit points. Sorry, I rolled low. And that's my last level 1 spell. Disaster.
Actually, if we have 15 minutes, I'm gonna prepare another shield in my first.
Don't you have a wand?
slot. No, I don't have a wand of shield.
No. Billy.
Oh, wait a minute.
You
I
have a
do
cure
have a wand. How do I think I usually mage hand that?
Yeah.
Or something? Yeah. Can we retcon that last cure light wounds that Ron didn't add anyways?
sure,
And then I'll cast with the wand.
that's fine.
I'll probably heal more, watch. Yeah, see? Okay, so I have one first
Would have
level.
been funnier if you healed less.
So Ron healed 9, okay. Not the 5 though. Ignore the 5.
Okay.
I think we're all looking good. And now we're exploring.
Yeah, it sounds like Shazar wants 15 minutes
To prepare, yeah.
prepare a spell.
Another shield.
That's fine with me.
So that
I
can
will
Is it taking
peruse some books.
AC.
Because bunnies read.
I will help the bunny with books.
I think, does Mage Hand let me, I can lift and move books at will. Or objects, in this case a book. I don't know if I can easily flip pages, but maybe with my little paws I can do it.
I just
Like,
said I'd help.
I know, I'm just imagining how I would do it without your help. I put my paw down and then like slide it over to flip
You
the
would
page. I think
die.
that works.
I mean, you probably could do it with Mage Hand too.
You would accidentally drop it on yourself and things would not go well.
Okay. Anyways, I peruse
check
some
something from
arbitrary
my browser.
books with no real like purpose unless I happen to find something interesting. I think if I recall, like all the interesting books were taken or something.
Yeah. Since you guys are spending the time to, like, guys are kind of keeping watch, make sure nothing else comes through here while Shazra's, you know, preparing a spell, Billy's reading a book. Um, but when that happens, Olhas actually comes back,
All right.
and he says, it looks like everyone in the village is okay. They must have just came through. We have very fortunate timing, it seems,
Yes.
or perhaps they've been here a while and just hadn't ventured out yet. But whatever the case, you mentioned that there was that they were working for something called an Ifrit.
I believe so, yes. I explained to him what an Ifrit is.
Okay. Well, what do you tell them then? Like, do you just say like it's a fire genie?
I tell him that there are certain spirits on elemental planes, and some of these spirits are called genies, I believe.
Well, are they dangerous
Very.
more so than these?
Yes. Genies are much more dangerous than these. I'm trying to think of like you know a devil? A genie is kind of like a devil, except it's native to an elemental plane rather than an evilly aligned plane.
I see. Maybe Casimir's right, and I need to get everyone out of here then.
Probably. We'll see if what's on the other side for right now.
We're not very we're not much of combatants here. I don't know if we could handle more of these even showing up if you weren't here, let alone one of these fire genies.
Probably, yeah. Hopefully there's not a genie on the other side. We won't be spending very much time in the forge if there's an Ifrit.
Mouse will be checking his arm, making sure it's still not
Yep, I'm
as
ready once I've
damaged.
prepared my spell.
Okay. Just I'm not quite ready. Give me a minute.
Mhm.
No problem.
Is that Olhas?
No, me as GM.
Oh, okay. Like, oh
I
no, my
knew that
spirits
you
wanna
meant you
go
as a
somewhere.
GM, but it's funnier that it's if it is Ohas.
Yeah.
It's like, no, just give me a minute. Just don't rush an old man. I need to get my inner whiz pops here. I miss that character. I need to bring him back.
Oh, okay, I see the problem is. I was trying to bring him back, and I'm like trying to drag him from the combat tracker. I'm like, why is it not
I
working?
mean, like every higher level character, you're probably never gonna see him again.
What? We saw Philippe in Kermaga.
Well, that was in the same campaign though. But
I don't
yeah,
know, Matt. I'm looking
Was
forward
it?
to that.
Yep.
If you ever do an epilogue for Legacy of Fire.
Legacy of Fire, yeah.
we saw here's the trick to having your old characters come back is you GM a game and then you can bring all your old characters back as
Oh
NPCs.
yeah, exactly.
True.
That's why you guys have you guys got to meet Nizzo in that other
I kind
campaign
of,
too.
I've kind of already got like a storyline based around the original Grim, my original character.
Yeah.
He's kind of like starting his own like he was a ranger, so he was like starting his own like ranger like company basically. Like in my head,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like sending out rangers, like training rangers, like for certain like enemies, and then sending them to where they're needed. And
Yeah.
it's making like the Witcher organization. The Grey Brothers.
Okay, so you guys are heading through the portal then.
Yep.
Where do you go? You go through it. You end up in that same like hallway that you were in before. So you see there's like those kind of tracks running,
Mm-hmm.
and they lead into those tracks lead to like a bunch of different ones. But there's the one you went through that looked like kind of the end point that led into that forge, and there's some other ones that you guys haven't explored yet.
I would say let's go to the forge one at the end.
Okay.
Go kick him out of our forge again.
And then after that, if we survive the forge, I don't know what's on the other side. We should probably check out the big ass portal too, because that leads to the island, and they could have just
You
gone
guys did
straight.
check that one out actually.
Okay.
It led to like it led to the
Another
same
spot on
place.
the
It led
island,
to the
right?
no, it led to the same place as the other one did. Like
Oh, okay.
the exact same spot.
Yeah, yeah.
So as the one you
All
guys
right.
came through initially.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's basically connected through the same one.
Yeah. It just means you can leave. You don't have to come back to this room to go back to the island. You can go straight from
Yeah.
that hallway.
I think it technically you could go from there from the island to here. There's like it's like next to it kind of really, but effectively. But
Or while you're traveling in the portal space, you're like, I want to spawn here.
like I'm pretty sure in the other campaign that they went through this one first.
Mm-hmm.
Like that big one there first, and then they found the other one later. No, actually, I'm 100% sure on that because they talked to Pedriarch before they ran into the Demi-Lich. So, like, that's he kind of gave him the quest. He didn't know about him being a Demi-Lich, but gave him a quest: find
Yeah.
Aradel, or at least find out what happened to him. Okay, so you guys go through that portal, and you do see more Azers, but you do see someone else there as well.
All right.
So yeah, it's these kind of almost dwarf-like looking, fiery men there, but you also see there's like a woman there who's like immensely tall, like taller than you
Mhm.
as well. Who's got like fiery red hair, a pair of like horns, and um, she's kind of wearing like some armor as well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And yeah, when she sees you, she's says, who are you? Who are you? Why are you trespassing in my forge?" And I'll get you guys on a map in a minute. I'm just trying to get the token set up because I didn't expect you guys would actually come in here. So
Mhm.
I didn't have it ready.
We can
Forge,
have
give us.
forge.
We are
That'll
just
teach you.
we're just travelers.
It was painful.
Were you the ones that were interfering? The ones that took out my forge master?
No. This
No.
guy is carrying the fucking hammer on his back.
Yeah, she hasn't noticed it.
He plays hot potato with the hammer.
Try to give it to someone else.
Yeah.
You end up just throwing it at Billy, and Billy's like, I can't catch it.
Are
Classic.
you working with Aradel?
Aradel. Never heard the
Aradel.
name.
You haven't heard of Aradel?
No, why are you asking me questions? I asked you first. This is my forge.
Hmm. Well, Aradel was the master of this place before.
No, I work for a client who wishes to remain anonymous.
So sus.
Well, I suppose we will also remain anonymous as long as you're not working for Aradel. I would be careful though, because Aradel was apparently a lich, and this was his domain at some time.
Well, it isn't now. It's been given over to me by my client. Who had it before him? I don't really care. But the work order was very official. Now
Hmm.
I'll give you one chance here before I force you out to leave in peace. And I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and assume that you weren't the ones that were here before that disrupted my forge master.
I nod.
Hmm.
I look to the others and I gesture towards the portal.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I know that this lady isn't a freak. Yeah.
Sorry, it's taking me longer than I'd like to get it imported in.
Fine.
Mouse is good with going back through the portal, but he's also wondering like how we gonna like stop them from coming through.
I don't think we can. All we can do is seal off the portal from here to the tower.
All right, I'm gonna pull you guys onto the map just so you can. Well, yeah, I might as well. So yeah, you see a couple of these Azers again, and you see a. Wait, where did it go? You kidding me? Oh, there it is. I just can't see it.
Oh, we could take her.
Maybe.
Yeah, probably not.
If we pull all our defensive abilities onto me, I might be able to tank it. But
Like all of them.
yeah. Get my AC up to like 27 or something at least. Yeah, I do say back to her, we'll leave you be, but in the interest of giving you, potentially life-saving information, this place had another master aside from the Lich, a powerful dragon, of which we could only assume was doing nefarious things here, and that we know for sure is still alive.
Okay.
So if you encounter this dragon or have trouble with them, it might actually be of mutual um, interest if we were to cooperate on what to do with this dragon.
Okay. She doesn't say anything about that at first, and looks like she's kind of like thinking about something as she's like looking at you. Says, "What do you know
Yeah.
about this dragon?"
I know its name.
Oh, really? And what is its name? If you don't mind me asking.
I'd be willing to trade, a favor for its name. There's a lot of power in knowing a creature's name.
That there is, but I cannot fulfill any favor if it violates any other agreements I've already made.
How about an agreement to speak on peaceful terms with you in the future? Doesn't have to be in this forge.
How do you mean then? Like,
I mean, there's this portal here.
what, you want me to leave and talk to you somewhere else?
No, I'm just saying in the future. If our presence here in the forge would disrupt or displease your master, or if you don't mind us just coming here and not touching anything, we could come here to exchange information.
I'm not truly sure that this benefits me much.
Well, if if that's it, then I'm fine with letting that be. But if you change your mind, I'm open to negotiations.
You mortals are so silly sometimes. And she waves you off dismissively.
All right.
I'm going to leave without a second thought because this lady seems scary.
I'll go. Yeah.
Gotta walk out backwards.
Yeah,
I act like I'm someone's familiar.
yeah. She, as you leave, she says, if you do know who disrupted operations here, if you happen to run into someone that you suspect may have done it, warn them not to come back here again.
Oh
Alright.
wait, yeah, you're walking backwards so she doesn't see the hammer on your back. That's so funny.
Yep. Yep.
For if they were to come back a third time, especially,
Uh-oh.
I would put a lot more resources into exacting vengeance. Just
Alright.
if you happen to see anyone who you think might have been involved.
I think she's onto us, guys. I say in their heads.
Okay, so you guys leave then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would enact exterminatus.
All right.
All right. So 10 levels from now, we're gonna come back and kill her. Okay, sounds good.
No, we're just gonna come back and bargain again.
I don't even think you guys need to wait 10 levels, actually. Like,
Yeah.
she's not that scary. But
Yeah.
she is probably the point where if you guys tried to fight her right now, she would probably like kick your
Yeah.
guys' asses.
Yeah. 10 levels is a lot. I was
But
just
yeah,
saying that for because 10 levels from now,
I think if we were
that's
4
literally
levels
one of
higher, I
us.
would probably be able to do it.
Well, I'm saying, yeah, but 10 levels, it's one of us can come back and just,
I think you guys
Probably.
might be able to do it just a couple levels.
yeah.
All right, so what do you guys do next then?
All right. Well, let's go tell Olhas that the forge has been taken by an Ifrit, and that if he wants to seal off the forge, then he could do so. But I don't think that they're gonna come out of there again.
I'd just say seal it.
I think we'll do what we can to try to block off the portal, but I also don't think we'll
But
stay.
moving would effectively,
I think
still work.
enough has happened that the case has been made that we shouldn't stay here. I'm going to try to convince as many people as I can to leave. Hopefully, everyone will, but I'm sure there'll be some people too stubborn to take my word for it.
Yeah, I mean, if Freet, much like devils, they're not unreasonable, but you definitely shouldn't bargain or negotiate with them without, having some kind of upper hand. And even then, it's dangerous.
Yeah. And I guess everyone can roll me like a sense motive as well for the encounter with the Ifrit. You might get a little bit of insight from talking to her as well.
Oh, a 20, nice. Oh, that's
22.
almost as good as my roll.
All I can think about the bargain thing is, Dormammu, I have come to bargain.
Well, especially since you rolled a nat 20 as well, but also 22 is not a bad score as well. Tactic, you kind of got a little bit of a sense that the Ifrit, that she kind of had a little bit of fear for you guys as well. Like she didn't know how strong you guys were.
Mhm.
Like she realizes she's in an extra planar area and knows, like, the mortals have a very wide variety of power. So as far as she was concerned, you guys might have been like high level adventurers there to. So that was part of why she, even though she was pretty sure it was you guys that disrupted it, why she was willing to feign ignorance.
Well, I'll definitely share that revelation.
Yeah, she knows I got fire resistance.
That's it, yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Olhas says, well, we should probably still get moving before she changes her mind or decides to test the theory.
Good idea.
It'll probably take me a little bit of time to get everyone going, but if you're heading back, if you could let Cassius know that to expect us shortly.
Okay. Well then, I guess we can just head back to I don't know. Was there anywhere else in the tower we could go explore or needed to?
I mean, you could go back and go explore the other
I think this
portals. Out of
settling
character,
the
you probably already, you guys might remember where they go, but in character, I don't think you guys have
yeah,
explored any of the other track portals.
one's like the mine, the other one's
Yeah, I mean, you see that they're connected through like a rail cart basically system
mhm.
to the main one you guys went through that goes to the forge. So
Mhm.
presumably, you might be able to infer that um, it's either part of the forge itself or that it's maybe they're bringing stuff into the forge from there using that system. So maybe it's where they're getting materials.
Okay, so don't go in it.
Yeah, you might
Be
think that
entering the forge.
there might be more Azers, like maybe they're
Mhm.
mining there or something.
Right. Malice will say, "You guys head back and let them know. I'm gonna stay here for the just in case."
Okay, so we're splitting the party then.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, he knows that. He knows that. What's it? I can never remember names. Said that there weren't like a fighting race or didn't have that many fighters, and he doesn't want to leave them like.
Olhas,
It's
yeah.
gonna, yeah, it's gonna take the party time to get back to Snake Blade, and then back here and stuff like that. So he's like, might as well stay here and
Okay.
help out.
Uh, is that good with everyone else? Is everyone else going to head back, or does anybody else want to split off with Malice?
I think I would stick with Malice. I like that thought process.
And also, he hands whoever's going back to Snake Blade the hammer.
All right.
That
I'll
way,
take it.
it's not a just in case type of thing. Even though
Smart.
he knows that she knows.
Yeah, I'll take the hammer for you.
All right.
We'll see you back in Snakeblade.
Sounds good.
So the rest of you guys head back.
Yeah.
All right. You guys managed to
Sure.
get back without running into any more magma elementals. Get back.
Well, I'm staying, but
Right. Yeah. No, I got that.
okay.
Tactic
I
and
wasn't
malice.
I
are
wasn't
staying
sure if
behind.
you'd heard my message because sometimes it doesn't work right for me.
Yeah. No. Fair enough. So tactic and malice are staying behind and are just in case any more trouble arises. The Azers come back in again or something. And the rest of you decide to walk back to Snakeblade. And I assume you guys go let Cassius know that the extra planar village, like they're gonna be coming in here as moving into Snakeblade basically.
All right.
And he said, like, he decides he's gonna, like, well, I'm gonna try to get some people together to help the transition over here. But in the meantime, um, Gonquil's back as well, and he wants to see you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll go talk to him.
Okay. So when you do, he tells you, I'm back. I didn't really find anything about your curse that you have, Billy, but unfortunately,
Aw.
but I did
But not
find
finding anything is something.
some stuff about Pedriarch that I found interesting, and I do want to go and look into it some more. Um, See, apparently, Pedriarch was referenced a bit in the early founding days of um, Rahabadum. I'm not sure if I'm saying that name right, but I'll type it in chat. Pronounced Rahadum. Okay, so I wasn't quite right. Rahadum. Apparently, he's had some influence over the early foundations of that country, which makes sense considering his motives and the history of Rahadum. But I'm thinking that perhaps I could find more information there. There's areas that he's said to have resided in at various times.
Oh.
I want to go investigate.
Oh, well, you're probably gonna need some some backup going all the way over there.
I was hoping you might volunteer for that.
Yes. Volunteer. That's what I meant.
But I'd also understand if you don't want to. It is fairly far away.
Well, we came this far, or at least I did.
Traveling is what I'm used to. I will go.
All right, so
Aoife, that means you're gonna have to leave your house here.
I'm gonna teleport now with the four of you and leave the rest of the party behind. I'm just kidding.
Woo!
Alright.
No,
So it's like I want to run 3 different games at the same time.
That'd be kind of cool.
I'm gonna run instead of running one game on alternating Thursdays, I'm gonna run one game on one Thursday and the other game on the other Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Could almost do it. No, I'm not gonna do that. But it says I'm thinking that we'll, I do have teleportation magics, but I don't have enough to get everyone over there easily. Um, but I've been told that the Wanton Ways is leaving in a couple days, so I'm thinking
And that went well the
perhaps.
last time we did that, so we should do it again.
Yeah, you guys had no problems on the boat last time, other than the tsunami.
We technically really didn't.
Hmm.
Yeah, the tsunami wasn't even your fault. No murders happened either, so.
It was excitingly just calm.
So the number one thing you got to worry about as an adventure when you get on a boat is that because it's a closed environment, they might be like, "We're gonna do a closed environment murder mystery. The murderer is on the boat, but who is it?" Very drama, much
The
suspense.
murderer is the boat itself.
In a way, philosophically, that's true.
What if the boat is the victim?
literally, if the boat is also a mimic.
Yeah,
It's a mimic boat, yeah.
that would actually be really funny to do a mimic boat
Right?
murder mystery where the boat actually is the culprit.
That it's like there's no footprints from the scene of the crime.
The boat was stabbed several times and died in the middle of the night.
Oh,
We
that's
don't know
even
if they
better. The
committed it.
murder victim.
boat is the-
Murder victim's the boat.
Who killed the boat?
Technically, if you get an intelligent boat,
Yeah,
you could.
it could be. It could be like that thing where Hester's like, "You murdered powerful magic," to Ron's character.
Oh my god.
when,
I wanted the powerful ring.
when he threw the wish ring.
Yeah, it's okay.
What
I'm
was the
over it.
downside? Was it like?
You had to give up years of your life.
Yeah, which was funny because Hester ended up doing that anyway with
Yeah.
the library, the moon library or whatever.
Oh no, she was totally on board with like, I don't know how long I'm gonna live. I'll trade my life for power right now.
Yeah.
You'd have to be stupid not to do that.
My character was stupid and wasn't willing to do that. But my character was also the one that we spent an entire session trying to get back into school. So Isaiah goes to school.
I don't even know how to process that.
I'm sure we've referenced it several times, actually. Is this first you've heard of it?
Does not mean I caught the reference.
That's funny.
Yeah, anytime you hear Isaiah goes to school.
You've probably heard the term Isaiah goes to school, even if we never explained
I
it.
honestly don't think I have.
Okay, fair enough. But yeah, that was so like in that campaign, Mantis had it set up where we we all had to basically take like this campaign trait, which was that we were part of like the occult research club or whatever. Because it was in a world where magic's like secret. Um, and then of course it turns out magic's real and we find out about it. And basically one of the things that happened is we all got expelled. And I'm like, hell no, my character wants to go to school. That was part of my backstory. He's in school for a reason. So everyone else kind of just went, all right, fine, we're expelled. Who cares? But I'm like, no, I'm going back to school. And I went in and we did a whole bunch of things where I had to like roll like diplomacy checks and such to convince them that like I was wrongfully expelled and I got enrolled back in school, which meant that I had to come up with an excuse for why I was going to travel the other side of the world while being in school. And it
Yeah,
was-
you did like a school trip or project, something
yeah,
like
it
that,
was
right?
like there was an archaeological site at one of the locations. Said, all right, I'm going to head there.
He got back into school only to leave it.
Yeah, basically, I got back into school and I basically ended up leaving school anyway. And then
What's the principle?
when we got to the archaeological site, I didn't instead of like sticking into it, it's like, well, this shit's like more important than school. So he went and continued following the quest. We eventually got to where he wanted to go, but yeah, realistically, it might have made sense actually for me even just to retire the character at that point. He's like, I'm not leaving school. I'm staying here and just playing your
Yeah.
character. That might have been fine, but
It was fine how it was.
But you
yeah,
wanted to play the character.
It's
I
hard
did.
to retire a character though in Mantis's games.
Because you'll just come back to life in the time loop.
Well, this was the game that started the time loop. So
Oh, this was before that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you could have retired him.
probably if I had, Mantis would have brought him back as like a villain or some shit. I don't know.
True. True. That's true.
It does sound very Mantis. He is a villain.
He draws
You can
lots
tell
of
by the fact
inspiration
that he
from
tried
things
to
around
declare
him.
that evil lady in the asylum was actually really good. And refused to test her. I still can't believe he refused to test her.
He's playing with it. His character had no reason to doubt her.
No, he had
That-
every
that's-
reason to doubt her. It was the asylum. Everyone was in doubt.
Yeah, that's
There was
fair.
literally no
Also-
reason for him not to test her other than to
Also,
get me killed.
his dog was actually like a horrible
Oh my God,
abomination,
yes.
extraplanar, or not
Oh my
not even
God.
I remember
extraplanar, just
that.
extra worldly abomination, which
I remember that dog.
yeah, which never really like amounted to much, but it was really funny, and eventually, and I think we just left it behind. Like
Yeah, we did.
I don't even remember if that ever technically got resolved. I think it's still wandering around in like Thrushmore. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wait, what?
The Mantis's
dog.
dog and or Sister Maria's
Oh,
dog
that?
in Thrushmore. I don't remember if we ever like dealt with it.
No,
Even-
it never got
I
resolved.
think even when we
but...
came back, it was still like in Thrushmore somewhere. It's like, who knows?
Yeah, no, it was just a Sakil that just kind of like continued terrorizing
It's
people.
Is
it's
that what it was?
Mantis's.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So it
It's
actually was
Mantis's armored
extraplanar.
bear.
Yeah.
It's okay, so like there's it's an extraplanar outsider that embodies aspects of like fear.
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like that.
No, I know what a
And
Sakil is. I just didn't know
Yeah.
that was a Sakil.
that's what it was. It was a Sakil, and it was just turning into a puppy or a dog,
Yeah.
right? And it found somebody who was just gonna, like take it with it, and it's like, all right, cool.
There was a Sakil in my last homebrew game. I don't remember much else other than that. There was one. But I can't
Oh.
remember
Yeah,
the
it's
details
probably
of it.
still in Thrushmore, occasionally scaring people to feed on their fear.
Yeah. That's funny
Yeah,
It's
I'm
actually.
probably
telling
just
you-
known as a really mean dog.
Yeah.
That's Mantis's armored bear.
Yeah, the desert bear.
The desert bear. Yeah.
Yeah.
My poor
Yeah.
paladin.
Not the first time a paladin has been killed by a bear.
No, the bear didn't kill him.
No,
It
the
was-
bear was the mount.
The bear was his
Oh.
paladin mount, but then
Yeah.
the paladin died, and so they were like, I guess the bear just wanders off into the desert.
The paladin decided that she needed to fight the barbarian because the barbarian was doing decidedly evil and chaotic acts. And then the druid started throwing lightning bolts at the paladin just because.
Yeah, basically the druid sided with the barbarian, and it kind of turned into an evil campaign. But
Yeah.
I need to be part of an evil campaign.
Ironically, it was more of a chaotic good campaign with evil intentions.
sort of, because
We
you guys-
decided we wanted to overthrow the government because screw the government.
Yeah, but they were actually
it
the
turns
bad
out
guys.
the government were actually the bad guys.
Yeah,
And we didn't do it for any good reason, but it was the right thing to do.
yeah, we never finished that campaign, but this was a homebrew game I ran, and the conceit of it is that the everyone was everyone was in the party together because they were like basically conscripted or for one reason or another, or like they volunteered or whatever, but they were basically like working for like a kind of a loose military organization, like, and they were supposed to do these things, but they were kind of subverting what they were supposed to be doing and kind of working against
Yeah,
it.
we were hunting
And-
sorcerers because sorcerers were illegal.
Yeah, and it kind of also turned out that the guy running the empire was also trying to like set up like some big crazy ritual. So like there was like these kind of roads that were being built, but there were these magic roads where like you could move quicker on them with like
Yeah, it was almost like
it was
they
sorta
had
like a
hover
railroad.
cars.
Yeah, it was sort of like a magic railroad, basically. You had like these cars that could only go on the magic road, and they kind of like hover along them, basically. But he was actually using them. He was building them in a certain pattern to basically almost make think like an alchemy circle from like Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was actually very similar. The plot was probably inspired by Full Metal Alchemist, to be honest.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
But yeah, never finished the campaign, but I think they'd kind of uncovered that part of it, and were like, where we ended was them kind of like going like, "Oh, like, oh,"
No.
or we never uncovered that part.
We didn't get to that point.
Okay, you guys
We
were
were
just
still
trying to.
fighting. You eventually told me later that the whole point was they were trying to build it, and it would sacrifice everything within the circle to allow the leader to speak with the gods.
Yeah, so his whole thing actually, I can't remember exactly if that was what it was. I guess if that's what I told you, that probably was
Yeah,
it.
it's what you told me. It was like it's my favorite campaign I've ever played in so far, so I remember as much as I can.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I know that the end, I think I can't. So they must not have on that, but they were still like on board with like screw this country. We're gonna try to overthrow it. So I think they had gone up to try to like convince these like barbarian tribes. Because I was like 18 or something, so this was like the first campaign I wrote. So I was like,
Yeah.
there's some barbarian tribes. It wasn't a super fleshed out setting, but yeah, it was a lot of fun. I learned a lot
Are you
running that
kidding
game.
me? It was a really fleshed out setting. The
Uh,
detail that you put into the different zones and areas was astounding.
I think you're overselling it.
I don't think I am, because I still have the map you drew
I did
somewhere.
draw a map.
Like in depth with different things laid out in each. No, you were more. I think you're not giving yourself enough credit, man.
I'm glad you think that at least.
Well, like it may not be equal to some of the things you could make now, but especially since that was where you
Well,
started,
You mean
you
his
started
MS
really
Paint
high
maps?
up.
yeah, it was a good. It was a good. Like I said, I learned a lot running that game. So yeah, there's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff. There's a lot of stuff I did well in that campaign. I think too, especially for like how inexperienced I was at like running a game.
I'm
I mean, it
guessing
wasn't the
tonight's
first.
session's done.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
tonight's
we're
session's
good.
done. So
Well, you
yeah,
guys have fun then. I gotta head out.
okay.
Yep, take
Yeah,
care.
same.
Okay.
I just
Yeah.
didn't want to cut you guys off. I want.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
good.
no worries. You're
I'm
good.
just reminiscing.
Yeah.
All right. I will remember for 2 weeks from now. This
Okay.
time.
Yep.
It's just time flies when you're working like 6 days a week.
Yeah,
So
no worries. Like I said, I'm gonna put another. I'll try to. Maybe I'll just do it right now. Put a calendar thing up,
all right.
but because I know this
8
last one I put up
days a
last weekend,
week.
so I know sometimes I'm
All
like
right.
I don't
I
put them
like
up
when they're
until
there
later.
early.
Yeah.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
of my most successful and memorable games that I ran was so successful and memorable mostly because it was all condensed into one session. Was that Honey Heist game where
Yeah.
you
Oh,
guys
it's
had that
flashy.
like helicopter like escape
Oh
and
yeah, and our badger. It was
Weasel
Badger, right?
fucking the
Weasel.
honey badger, yeah,
Yeah.
sacrificed himself. And there was a lot of character development that happened in that moment.
Yeah, though that was a fun game. Yeah, I technically ran like a bunch of third edition games too, but they were like even more because those were like when I was in like middle school. So I don't
Yeah.
remember much of any of those, but yeah, Derek and I played it. It wasn't even 3.5, it was 3.0.
Is it Secrets game this weekend? I think so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's probably not quite the last session though, because we have that.
No.
It probably is like third to last, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. You guys be you guys. It depends on how long you take to address things. And then, maybe you decide to go to all these other places that like have unresolved shit. You're like, let's be completionists
Yeah, and do the
and collect
JRPG
all the
thing.
treasures. Yeah.
I collected all 900 pine cones
Uh-huh. Yes.
or whatever the number in that sketch is.
All right. See you guys. Thanks for the game.
Yep.
All right.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye.